Welcome to Pacific Magazine. I'm Katusa Sergeant Haman Sang. I'm here to show you some of the interesting places you can visit while in Korea. First, we'll be going to a place where you can see the ancient martial arts that were used in Korea in the past for training the soldiers and combatives. During the Joseon Dynasty, martial arts was the foundation for training soldiers. Senior performer Bae Guk-jin tells us a bit more of history behind martial arts.
In 1790, by King Jongjo, Muye 24 Gi was born for military training purposes. During this era, the trainings that were practiced in the army were all different. To unify the training techniques as one, Jongjo ordered scholars Lee Dok-mu and Park Jae-ga, an expert of martial arts, Baek Dong-soo, to compile books using the 24 techniques. It is a set of 4 books, and the books consist of 18 ground martial art techniques and 6 horseback techniques, making Muye 24 Gi.
Muye 24 Gi is an interesting performance for anyone to see, and a lot of people visit Hwaseong to experience this. However, on the performer's perspective, they have a different goal from other performers of arts.
We show it as a performance to make it visually appealing to the people, and by watching the performance, you can feel the cultural and historical message that we are trying to pass on. But what we are actually doing as performers is giving our best in order to restore and feel the national spirit that was embedded in these martial art techniques by our ancestors who have contributed in the creation of Muye 24 Gi.
Katusa Sergeant Haman Sang, Suwon, Korea. It is important to see the culture of the country, but also it is much more meaningful if you get to participate in it. There is a special cafe where you can get a hands-on experience with Korean tradition and culture.
Nestled in between skyscrapers of Seoul, there's a small cafe that you can visit and have an interesting Korean experience. Hi, I'm here at Hey Korea Cafe, and these beautiful Korean women are about to show me a little bit about tradition. In this little cafe, you get to dress up in traditional Korean clothes called hanbok and get the chance to take pictures in them. Getting my traditional Korean photos taken, I believe. Besides the dressing up in traditional clothes, there are other activities that you can try out. Cafe manager Ki Ji-yoon tells us about the different experiences you can have while at the cafe.
The basic activities that we provide here at Hey Korea Cafe, besides dressing up in traditional clothes, are learning traditional Korean games, learning the basics of Korean language, and writing your own name in Korean while at it. Also, with Korean traditional paper, you get to create a special card. Last but not least, we have food experience programs as well, where you get to make kimchi or gangjang of your choice with other people and learn about Korean culture while making these traditional foods.
So right now everything is set up and we're about to make what? Gangjang? Okay, so I mean, I did okay, I will say, with the writing, the Korean writing, but we'll see how good I can do with this. I like to cook, so we'll see. Gangjang is a traditional Korean confectionery made with glutinous rice, honey, and malt boiled with a mixture of different grains. You can roll them or use your palms to flatten them when they are hot and soft. Then you leave them in a cool area to let them harden. After they have solidified, you cut them into bite-sized pieces. Army Sergeant Matt Cromer, Seoul, Korea.
It's unusual to get in touch with Western cultures in Korea, as Korea was a country that had a closed society in the past. So the place we will visit next is one where you can get a taste of Europe while never leaving the peninsula.
Deep in the mountains of Gapyeong lives a little town called Edelweiss. I just entered the Swiss village. Now I'm going to pass these guards so I can go check out Edelweiss Square, which has tons of different museums, little activities to do, and a lot of different kind of training. For me today, I'm going to do the fondue training because nothing is better than Swiss cheese. Visiting the places are actually really exciting, but actually taking part in the activities is where it's at. Work for my food, I guess. This is all I can say about this. This is worth coming out here to give this a shot. This is really interesting. This is really cool. And that is real Swiss cheese, and it's absolutely delicious.
Besides the activities you can try out, the different themed exhibits are very fun to see. There are love, Swiss story, cheese, chocolate, Santa, and Burn Bear exhibits, which all have their unique displays for you to enjoy. Burn Bears are the mascot of Edelweiss, and at their exhibit hall, you can see a gigantic burn bear at the entrance, and further in the exhibit, you get to dress up as one. Army Sergeant Matt Cromer, Gapyeong, Korea.
While traveling around Korea, we got tired and a bit hungry. So we pulled over at a Korean rest stop where you can have a break in a luxurious way while you're still on the road.
In the States, there are truck stops and there are rest stops. It's a place where you go to grab a little bit to eat, maybe from a vending machine, and go to the bathroom before you head out. In Korea, a rest stop is completely different. It's a place to pretty much do everything. One of the things that makes a Korean rest stop so unique and so different from the ones in the States is the amazing food court.
There are 4 different cuisines that are served in the food court: Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and Western. At the counter, you order the food of your choice, and the clerk will give you a ticket with a number on it. When your meal is ready, the order number appears on the screen in the food court with a ringing sound of a bell for you to go and grab it.
Like I said, this is not like a regular rest stop. This is so much more.
You can grab water from the water fountain situated within the food court. There's also a section where you can wash your hands before you start digging into your delicious meal. There are other things that you can experience, like buying bite-sized snacks at the snack bar or shopping for clothes at the mall section where there are a variety of different brands. For the kids, there is a small theme park with little rides for entertainment. Also, there are little photo areas for people to take pictures while they're just relaxing at the rest stop so that they have memories of their trip. Army Sergeant Matt Cromer, Mahjong, Korea.
After eating and relaxing at the rest stop, we continued down the road to our final destination to check out another special place with a different European flair.
High up in the mountains of Gapyeong, there is a special place that makes you feel like you are visiting a small European village.
I've been to a lot of unique places while I've been here in Korea, but this place, by far, is one of the most amazing.
Petite France is a small French village built for people to visit and experience something different in Korea. The founder of Petite France, Han Hong-sub, tells us the reason for establishing such a theme park.
I wanted to build a place for people to experience the Western culture, and when I was planning to do this, France was the world's most toured country. This gave me an idea that France was a country that would best represent the Western culture. I started by designing the place with a French architect, and we brought all the building material from France so that it would make the people visiting the place feel like they are in a little France without going abroad.
There are a variety of events and things that you can experience while at Petite France, like listening to this street musician.
We moved a 200-year-old traditional French house from Normandy to show the lifestyle of French in the past. Also, we brought a lot of antiques to display a French flea market for people to experience. We also created an exhibit of traditional orgel for people to appreciate and gave them an explanation on the history of the different varieties while listening to them. In addition to that, there are performances that we provide for the visitors like marionette and puppet shows. With marionettes, we have a special performance that everybody enjoys where the marionettes dance to modern-day songs.
Army Sergeant Matt Cromer, Gapyeong, Korea.
That does it for this edition of Pacific Magazine. Hope you enjoyed watching and that this gave you an idea of what you can experience and enjoy in Korea. I'm Katusha Sergeant Ha Mun-sang, and from all of us here at AFM Pacific, thanks for watching.